everybody, it's Terry with paperologist.blogspot.com, and today I wanted to do a video about something that I've been thinking about for a really long time. As people do haul videos and you watch haul videos and you see all those supplies and you go, wow, I could never use that much, and I am guilty of that myself. So I've been thinking about putting a section on my blog called a crafter's co-op. And a co-op is usually something that there's it's a share, and you'll go there like a food co-op, and usually you pay, I think, a membership fee or a subscription. But my idea is that we go out, we shop, we find great bargains, and sometimes we pick up those bargains and we really only need a little part of it. Maybe you get a dozen of something and you actually only need 2 for a project. And so you have all this stash in your craft room or your space or your craft bag, and you don't know what to do with it. And a garage sale is not the right venue because, you know, you might not get the right people who are interested in crafting. And certainly you can donate it. But I think that there's a lot of YouTubers out there who maybe have an interest in a product and don't have the means to get there, or maybe the means to purchase an entire pack of paper or batch of something. And so I'm going to work on this crafter's co-op idea, and I would sure love your input and thoughts. And one of the things that I did earlier last week was I posted some Tim Holtz stamps that I had picked up at a local store that were on a really good holiday discount, so post-holiday discount. So this is the last set that I have. I had posted 4, and 3 of them sold. So I'm just going to go ahead and redo this video, throw out that concept to you, and so here they are. It's a set of 4 Stampers Anonymous stamps. They're brand new. They've never been used. And it's the Holiday Collections CMS 051. And I'm going to be selling these for $13 US, and that includes basic first class postage. So, and then I'll do that through eBay, so you'll be able to track it through your email account, so you'll know when the package is going to come to you. And it's been tracking that it's been delivered within 2 or 3 days, so that's been really good, I think. And so here are the stamps, and you can see that they're red rubber stamps. They're really beautiful stamps, and as I mentioned, they've not been opened, and I'm not going to open this package for you. They are on this kind of heavyweight plastic, and you get 4. Now, I happen to purchase 2 of these as singles from Michael's over the holiday and then after the Christmas sales. So when I saw the set of 4, I thought, well, that's pretty cool. So I have this one, and I have this one as a single. So I'm going to stamp both of these off so you can see the quality. And if you're like a lot of crafters, I know you buy after Christmas things because you get them at such a better price than when they're in season. So there's that one, and then there's that one. So I'm just going to affix it to a block here, and they're called cling mount stamps, and they're, or easy mount, but they just adhere right to an acrylic block, very easy. And I'm going to move this back further so that we're better in the shot for you. I'm going to try several different inks so that you can see which ones you might have in your stash. And I'm just going to be stamping on some regular lightweight white cardstock here. So the first one I think I'm going to do is do the Tim Holtz Distress ink, and these are by Ranger, and this one is called Worn Lipstick. And you'll notice that a lot of my ink pads have rubber bands on them, unless I've opened them recently and just haven't put them back, because I tend to have a challenge with keeping the lids on, especially when I store upside down. Alrighty, so that's inked up. Looks pretty juicy there, I think. I'm just going to push down, and I'm pushing, I'm at my desk, which is a hard surface, so. And there you go. Stamped really nicely. It's got sort of that muted, mottled look that Distress ink gives you. So there's the Distress ink one. The stamps that you're going to be getting through the Crafters Co-op are brand new, never been used, never been opened. So this is the Stampin' Up! Real Red, and I'm going to stamp on the same stamp here. And we'll see. Looks like I've got pretty decent ink coverage. And I'm applying a fair amount of pressure, but you probably don't have to apply quite that much pressure. So you can see that I think that's stamped really nicely too. The rich dynamic red, whereas the Distress ink, which is called Worn Lipstick, is more probably, I guess, vintagey, I would say. Use the same stamp with the fluid chalk ink, and I'm going to use the, this is called Warm Green. And these inks just cover so nicely. Up. Flip them over. And probably don't have to push quite so hard as I did. And there's how the warm green stamps. So that's one of the stamps that comes. Distress ink, Stampin' Up! Ink, fluid chalk ink. And then the last one that I'm going to use is this called Chestnut Roan. And it's just a really nice brown. I have to tell you, I really like it a lot. And I'm not pushing down quite so hard, just there you go. So there's the Chestnut Roan. So that's one of the four. And then let me show you the other one. Apologize for the ahs and ums. My guy Oscar, who's a Toastmaster, would not be impressed with my ahs and ums. So I'm going to work on that. Okay, here's the other one. And this one is called Santa Letter. The Real Red from Stampin' Up! This is a pretty new ink pad, so it's really juicy. My experience with the Stampin' Up! Ink pads are they work really nicely when they're really juicy. And so those re-inkers are probably a good investment for you to make sure that your pads are nice and inked. In the Stampin' Up! Real Red, just did a gorgeous job, I have to say. There's a shadow here on his eye and his beard, so that's just, I think that's really impressive. So definitely, if you're a Stampin' Up! Person and have Stampin' Up! Inks, there's absolutely no reason why you would not be able to use your Stampin' Up! Inks with these. I'm stamping on regular lightweight cardstock. So I'm going to use the Chestnut Roan next. And I'm just going to use the pat technique. And I'm just going to try to be really gentle that I don't overdo it. And here we go. Alrighty. So there is the Chestnut Roan fluid chalk ink. Nice again. By the green color. You know, I'm sort of using those traditional holiday colors, but okay. This one is called Warm Green. let's try a different technique, shall we? I'm going to place my paper, and I'm just going to try rubbing. Don't know what'll happen, but it's always good to try new things. I also have a brayer, so... Okay, so we did the rubbing, and that's what it looks like that way. So I missed a little bit of the corner here, but not tragic. In fact, it's kind of even the way I push down. So that's kind of neat. Okay, in the brayer. So what I'm going to do is place the paper carefully. Don't move it. Kind of squeaky. And there's that one. Pretty mottled, and I think that's because the stamp was so damp from the cleaning. But a neat, neat technique. So anyway, those are examples of the stamps. And here is the set. And like I mentioned, it'll be $13, and that includes basic shipping. So if you have any questions, please leave me a voicemail. Send me an email and I'll get back to you as promptly as possible. Have a good day.